Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Nate, and today I'm going to be taking us on the lesson review for our ICT lesson week 3 and week 4. But before we go on, let's look at what we are going to be learning this week. We are going to be talking about data and information. Now, why are we going to be talking about data and information? We need you to understand how computer processes data into information. So basically, this lesson is to help you understand the responsibility or the duty of the computer system. You, as the human were, produce data or probably input data into the computer system. The computer is expected to organize this data, and then convert this data into useful information. At the end of this lesson, what are you expected? At the end of this lesson, we're expected to know the following things. We're expected to, excuse me please. Okay, so at the end of this lesson, we're expected to be able to explain what data is all about. We're supposed to mention different types of data. We're supposed to define information and mention the quality of a good information. But before we go on in this lesson, let's quickly look at the quiz activity. Practice a particular quiz activity. Yes, I remember. I noticed that some of the children had issues practicing the quiz activity for last week. But never to worry, this week we are going to fix it, and then you won't have such challenge anymore. Now let's attempt the quiz activity. Now don't forget, always write your name here. So I'm going to put my name here so that I can identify myself. So please always remember to put your name there so that I can always remember or identify you. So we're attempting this quiz, then we'll say start. Now the first question says the term 1 gigabyte is refers to as 1 gigabyte. Is it 1020 megabytes? Is 1 gigabyte equals to 1100 megabytes? Is 1 gigabyte equals to 1000 megabytes? Is 1 gigabyte equals to 1024 megabytes? Yes, it is 1024 megabytes. So 1 gigabyte is equals to 1024 megabytes. Email stands for what? Engine mail? No. Electronic mail? Yes. Electric mail? No. Electromagnetic mail. So the right answer is electronic mail. The next question says, what is the other name for spreadsheet? Excel. Yes, Excel. Microsoft Excel is an application for spreadsheet. Good. What's the next question? Speed of the internet is measured by gigabyte per seconds, terabytes, gigabytes, gigahertz. The first answer is Gbps. What's the next question? What does www stands for? www stands for, this is World Wide Web. This is Working World Web. This is World Wide Web. World Wide Web. World Wide Web. So that's the correct answer. Oh, I think I mistakenly clicked the wrong answer. But the right answer is World Wide Web. WORLD WIDE WEB. That's World Wide Web. What is the shortcut to copy? Control A. No, Control C. That's the short word to copy. The next question says, who creates Microsoft Word? Please have apologies for this spelling. The right spelling for create is CREATES. Create. Who created Microsoft Word? Bill Gates. The next question says, which leading computer software business create programs like Spreadsheet, Word, and Microsoft PowerPoint? Microsoft. That's the correct answer. Microsoft. That's the correct answer. The ninth question, the number 9 question says the speed of processor of the computer is measured in BPS, no, Mbps, gigahertz, gigabytes. The speed of a processor is measured in gigahertz. Then the last question says, a type of memory that holds the computer's startup routine is ROM. And with this, we have come to the end of this quiz activity. Now let's move to today's lesson. Now we're talking about data and information. So, what is data? Data can be defined as a representation of raw facts, concepts which should be suitable for communication after it has been interpreted or processed by human or electronic machine into complete information. In simple words, data are raw facts or incomplete information. Data are raw facts or incomplete information. Data are represented with the help of characters like letters. So, for instance, if you're asking me what is data, data are incomplete. They become information after they have been processed, either using a computer or a human who does it by his or herself. What are the examples of data? Number one, the letters of your alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, they are all a type of data. So that is alphabetical data. Another type of data is numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to infinity. That is another type of data, numbers data or numeric data. Now characters like Z, like equals to, less than, plus, and all of these characters you are seeing, they are all referred to as data. As a matter of fact, we have pictures as well. Pictures are also referred to as data. Different pictures, they are examples of data. And then sound is an example of data. So all of these are data. Now you need to organize them before they become useful information. So information is just the opposite of data. A data that has been processed, that has been organized, becomes information. Information is organized or classified data so that it has some meaningful value to the receiver. Information is the processed data in which decisions and actions are based. Now, for information, before you can know that this is no longer data, it is now information, there are different things that you must look out for. Timely, it means that when they are needed, they are available. Another thing is that when data has been well processed, it is free from error. So once you can see that data is accurate, for instance, I want to spell the word information and I'm spelling it properly, it is, or probably I want to spell my name, Nathaniel. If that name is properly spelled, it becomes a useful information. But if you want to spell my name, you don't spell it well, it's not yet an information, it is still data because it is not yet organized. Another advantage of, another thing that makes you know that this is a processed data is when it is complete. Do you understand? So this topic is as easy as telling you that data means incomplete facts, and then information means complete facts. Now, what is the work of the computer system, for instance? There are processes of data. There's a way the computer system processes data into useful information. For instance, it begins with the human being sending data into the computer system. And how do we send data into the computer system? If I'm going to send data into this computer, all I would do is to type. All I would do is to type. So for instance, I want to send data into this computer. I could just use this computer to type a document. So I'm trying to type a document so that you can see. So you understand what I'm trying to explain to you better. Now I'm trying to type A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. All of this is not making any sense to me yet. But if I now pick this letter and then I type able, I have been able to organize this data into a useful information. Now I pick the letter A to as part of the letter I need to form this word. I pick the letter B as part of the letters that I need to form this word. I pick the letter L as part of the letters that I need to form this word. And then I pick the letter E as part of the letter that I need to form this word. Now you can see able. I was able to rearrange this data A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H into a meaningful information. Now this is now useful. Able. I can even change the word to a name. Abel. Abel can sing. So you can see we have different letters here. I have just picked these letters to form this word. So what is the data processing cycle? What does it look like? The first thing is that the human will or the human being sends this data into the computer system. The computer system organizes, rearranges this data. It becomes useful information. Then at the end of the day, you can print out this information which becomes useful. So the data processing cycle is input, processing, and producing. So the work of the computer basically is to accept, which is input, is to process and to produce data. So to produce useful information. So basically that is what the data processing cycle looks like. So the essence of this lesson is to let you understand the responsibility of the computer system when it comes to changing data into useful information. So you have an exercise here which says that you should explain the difference between data and information in your own words, and then you are also okay. So this is the activity for last week, which you were told to set up the computer system using necessary cable. This we would have to do this in school. I'm not sure you'll be able to do this activity at home, but this has brought us to the end of this lesson. I'm sure you enjoyed this class, and I'm sure that you are going to practice the quizzes activity, or I am hoping, or I'm encouraging you to practice the quizzes activity that I will post at the end of this video. So please watch out for the quizzes activity that I'm going to post, and please practice the activity. Lastly, don't forget to like this video and follow us on, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I promise you that next week's lesson is going to be more interesting. Next week's lesson is going to be more of an activity, and then I expect you to come with all your energy, as we are going to have a lot of fun next week. Thank you, everybody. See you in our next class. Bye for now.